Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show, part 2 of my music Laserdisc collection. Now, I know virtually none of you have Laserdiscs, but the point is that these are really cool. You may remember some of these from the VHS days. Maybe some of you have Laserdiscs or have seen them. But a lot of this stuff has never been released since. Good luck trying to find these on DVDs or Blu-rays. So these are great old music programs that I love, and they're really cool on Laserdisc. Part 2 today. We are going to do the letters H through R, which means it's going to include my Rolling Stones Laserdisc. So sit back and enjoy. There's 44 of them or 45 of them. We'll go through them pretty quick, but I hope you enjoy it. Alrighty, starting at the letter H. You may remember this one from VHS. Daryl Hall and John Oates, Rockin' Soul Live, a 90-minute live concert from the Montreal Forum. This one's not great quality, by the way. The video looks like VHS, even on Laserdisc. But what a killer band he had with G.E. Smith and T-Bone Walk on bass. Just a killer band and a great set. So, Daryl Hall, John Oates. How about this Japanese one with an Obi? Jimi Hendrix, Alive on Live. This is just a compilation of different live performances. Some of the stuff from Rainbow Bridge. And pretty interesting. Good luck ever finding this thing outside of Laserdisc. Jimi Hendrix, Alive on Live. Billy Joel, live at Yankee Stadium. Now, he's redone this one, I think, on Blu-ray, probably with extra tracks. But this is the original set list right there on Laserdisc. Pretty cool. Actually, it has the original price from Laserland. What was it? $29.98. Another one. I remember seeing this on HBO back in the day. This is Billy Joel live from Long Island. We're talking the Nassau Coliseum, which was his home away from home until he started pretty much owning Madison Square Garden. But this was a great show. And there's your set list right there. Billy Joel live from Long Island, the Nassau Coliseum. Elton John, Breaking Hearts Tour. And that was the set for that one. Some pretty cool tones on this one. Good show. This, you may know from the CD. A couple of versions of this one. This is Elton John live in Australia with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. This is actually one of my favorite Elton John live CDs. And got to be honest with you, the CD is actually, for me, more enjoyable than the full show. He does a lot of jamming on this. What was the price on this? From Tower Records, $36.95 actually. No, I didn't pay these prices. Now this is a different version. Different pressings on Laserdisc sometimes. So this was a different version of it. Same show. Just different pressing, different company. That does happen on Laserdisc or VHS or DVD, whoever's getting the rights. This is a pretty good one. Elton John, Live World Tour, 1992. There's your set list right there. Really good live performance. Carole King, another Tower Records, $24.95 from Tower Records. This is 1-to-1, a Carole King Pioneer Artist special with some great tracks. Right there. Carole King, 1-to-1. I'm a huge Kinks fan, but not much in the way of Kinks on Laserdisc for me, unfortunately. A lot of DVDs. Come Dancing with the Kinks, which is a collection of videos at that time. And they were at their peak of popularity pretty much in the United States. Come Dancing, Predictable, Lola Live, Don't Forget to Dance, Celluloid Heroes, Do It Again. Some really good videos and a nice collection from the Kinks. Kitaro, An Enchanted Evening. This one from Laserland, marked $34.95. But a great show. Now, if you don't know Kitaro, I think he's really, really good. And you're going to say, well, he's kind of like background, new agey. He is to a certain extent, but I got to tell you, he's got a huge band, real drums, big foreign type drums as well. But he's got a real drummers, real electric guitarists, you know, playing like guys got really long hair and plays like David Gilmour. A lot of this stuff, really rocks out. This is not just simple new agey stuff. It's music that really envelops you. If you want to give him a chance, go on YouTube. Check on that second song, Kokoro. Man, when that thing ends, you literally lift over your body. It's like a David Gilmour solo, and the band just takes off. There's a couple of tracks like that. The ending of Winds of Youth. Oh, my God. Pretty cool stuff. This is one of my favorites right here. The Knack, live at Carnegie Hall. Good luck finding this thing. I don't think I've ever seen it on DVD. This is their legendary performance at Carnegie Hall. And amazing. So they are an incredible band, or were an incredible band. Whether you like them or not, the musicianship, Bruce Gary on drums, Bert Navarre, these guys are amazing players. And now, don't take my word for it. Petty, Springsteen, they all wanted to play with them. Stephen Stills, tremendous band. Madonna, the Immaculate Collection. Of course, she had a CD of this. And this is the Laserdisc version with all of those videos. And this was pretty much the end of me really enjoying Madonna. Not criticizing her latter-day stuff, but I kind of lost it for after that. Kind of a similar idea. Here's Bob Marley and the Wailers' Legend. And, of course, that's his biggest selling album, that compilation. And here's a video that goes with it. And it's got all of those videos right there. And it's about an hour long, done by Don Letts, and it's a great collection. This is quite possibly my favorite Paul McCartney album, Wings Over America, and this is the Laserdisc live performance of it, Rock Show. He finally did put it out years ago on DVD, hard to find, and it had extra tracks on it. But honestly, I don't think anything is better than the original Rock Show when it comes to McCartney live. I love this. This is the area of McCartney that I just love. I'd rather hear him do Wing stuff than umpteen versions of Beatles stuff. That's just me. Like this one. Here's a latter-day one. Paul is live in concert on the New World Tour. These are great performances, no doubt about it. For me, something special about that Wing stuff. But there's your set list. Off the Ground, I think, was the tour for this one. So, yeah, I got a lot of Beatles Laserdiscs and got some McCartney as well. You may know this one. This was a live album that was released, and this is the Laserdisc, Steve Miller Band live, and this is the live performance of it. Not the most exciting live band, but a really tight live band, and this is an excellent recording from Steve Martin. Did I just say Steve Martin? Steve Miller. Excellent recording. Some great tracks for sure. Steve Miller Band live. Joni Mitchell, real artist, and she does the visuals as well. This is Shadows and Light. A great double live album that is here as a Laserdisc. This is the actual performance, the video of it. She had an amazing band on this tour. Just a great performance for sure. Absolutely love this one. Jaco Pastorius was the bass player. Pat Metheny, Lyle Mays, Michael Brecker. Great stuff. Shadows and Light from Joni Mitchell. Now, if you like when Joni rocks harder, this is amongst my favorite. This is Refuge of the Road. Fantastic performance. And this one is from the tour of Wild Things Run Fast. She's got live performances on here, some conceptual videos mixed in with the live performances. Another incredible band. If you really want to see Joni Mitchell rock, it doesn't get much better than that album, Wild Things Run Fast, and this live performance. Great stuff. How about a tribute to Ricky Nelson? I am a fan of Ricky Nelson, and this was a nice performance. Tribute featuring those artists. Rare live performances mixed in by Ricky Nelson and others. Great stuff. How about another Nelson, Willie Nelson and Family in concert? This is the live Laserdisc performance of that, and you can see the show right there. Willie Nelson. That is through the letters N. I hope you're finding this interesting. I think it's really cool, and again, I've seen all of these. Let's keep going with more from the letter N. Do you remember this one? Mike Nesmith? I'm tired, I can't talk. From the Monkees. He was kind of the first one to do like these kind of creative videos, and he did elephant parts. Good luck finding this thing, but this is cool. Conceptual videos, some funny stuff, some musical stuff, kind of ahead of its time. And in its time, it was really, really successful. Mike Nesmith in Elephant Parts. How about my darling girl, Olivia? This is one of the first Laserdiscs, MCA Discovision, when they first came out. This one still plays perfectly fine. And this was a TV show called Olivia, and she had guest stars on it, and it was good fun. Olivia Newton-John right there. She had ABBA on there, and Andy Gibb doing shadow dancing, Dancing Queen, Take a Chance on Me. Great stuff. This is actually the one that got me into Olivia Newton-John. This was originally broadcast on HBO, and this is Olivia Newton-John live in concert, the whole concert, from the physical tour. And when I watched this on HBO back in the day, and eventually I was able to get it here on Laserdisc, I was blown away how great this show was. And that's when I became an Olivia fan. So this is tremendous. Don't know why this stuff is not officially released anymore, because it's just so great. And then, speaking of Olivia again, I got another one. And this is the album Physical, but this is the Laserdisc with a whole bunch of videos of the album. Olivia in her commercial prime, plus some other songs on here. Great stuff. You know, not just from Physical, other stuff on here as well. And I can't get enough Olivia. How about the cheesy movie Xanadu, another MCA Discovision? And yeah, this one plays fine. This is the actual movie Xanadu. One of the worst movies of all time. I didn't think it was as bad as some people think it is if you're in the mood for cheese. This is about as cheesy and corny and bad as it gets, but bad in a semi-enjoyable way. How about Stevie Nicks live at Red Rocks? And special guest Peter Frampton and Mick Fleetwood. Really good show, and Stevie was really starting to break out as a solo artist. Great band. Waddy Wachtel. Phenomenal band. Great performance. And of course, anything at Red Rocks is amazing to look at. This is a really enjoyable video. This was on VHS. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, a bunch of videos and some other stuff. And this is a collection of his videos. And you can see the listing right there. And he really did get into some great conceptual videos, like You Got Lucky was a great one. He also mixes in a lot of live performances that were from Pack Up the Plantation, and some amazing videos on it. How about Don't Come Around Here No More? Remember that? Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. She's made out of cake at the end. Great stuff, and a really enjoyable video. He's got some funny interludes throughout the whole video. Now, Pink Floyd, The Wall, the film. And this was a DVD release of it. And then what happens with Laserdisc, this is the pan and scan version. And if you're a film buff, you don't really want to watch that. You want to watch it how it was in the theater. And that's where you get the widescreen collector's edition. And this is the widescreen collector's edition, as was in the theaters, where I had seen it many times. And you got track listings, so you can go right to different parts of the film. And this is an idea of Laserdisc. If you look at special features, see it says insightful commentary by director Alan Parker. So you could watch this film with different audio tracks. You could watch it as the film. You could watch the whole movie with Alan Parker explaining what he did. Now, of course, they later have this stuff on DVD, but it was invented for Laserdisc. How about Page and Plant? Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, No Quarter, Unleaded. This was on VHS, and this is the pretty hard to find Laserdisc of it. When they got back together and did like this acoustic version of these tracks, plus some other new tracks. Pretty cool. How about Elvis Presley, The Lost Performances? Laserdiscs were really good with this, where they would dig up stuff from the archives, and all of this stuff was unreleased stuff, previously newly discovered, never before seen footage of Elvis, and fun stuff. Prince, his legendary film Purple Rain on Laserdisc. That's what it looks like in the back. And I guess this was the peak of Prince's career. I wouldn't argue with that. Let's get into the Rolling Stones area, but starting off first with some solo Jagger, one of my favorite films, and it's actually coming out on 4K, Performance. And this is one version of it on Laserdisc, on Warner Home Video, and this is the Laserdisc version. And that's what it was. Two Bizarre Worlds clash in an underground classic with James Fox, who is incredible in this movie, Anita Pallenberg. But then you want a different version, and this is the widescreen version, and with different chapter indexes, so you can cut through the different scenes. I think this is an incredible film. I love it. Jagger's fine, and he kind of plays himself, but James Fox it's a great film, I think. I love this one. Kind of cheesy, but when Jagger released his first solo record, She's the Boss, he did a full-length video for the album, Running Out of Luck. And this is a Japanese import on Laserdisc. It was on VHS, and you can't find it anywhere else. And this was Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall and Dennis Hopper and Ray Don Chung. And good fun cheese. I actually like She's the Boss, and it's a fun video. Mickey Jagger, that's a famous scene in that. Speaking of cheese, this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, but it's not a musical. Free Jack with Emilio Estevez and Anthony Hopkins. Mick Jagger was sorely miscast in this movie, but I kept it for Jagger. Let's talk about the Rolling Stones, and Tower Records has it for $29.99. And this was the Bridges to Babylon live in concert. This is available, or was available, on DVD. Great performance from the Stones from that Bridges to Babylon tour, with the stage expanded. This bridge jutted out and went to the B stage. Great show. Great film show. It doesn't get much better than this. Rock and Roll Documentaries, the original Gimme Shelter. They did put this out on special edition DVD, which I have as well. But right here, the original Laserdisc and documentaries and film performances don't get any better from the Rolling Stones and Gimme Shelter. I only wish they would release just the live concert footage, because it's out there somewhere. Rolling Stones Live at the Max. This was an IMAX film. I saw it in IMAX when it came out. This was the Steel Wheels concert, and it was amazing and really well shot on this THX, the highest level quality of Laserdisc, and I actually got two versions of that one. Same disc, but THX is the highest level on Laserdisc. That's not enough. How about the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus? This is a beautiful Laserdisc. This has come out on DVD and maybe Blu-ray with a deluxe edition, but this is the original when they finally released it, and cool show. And the Stones in the Park, I actually got this, I think, last year. Hard to find. This was a Japanese import of the Stones in the Park. The first show with Mick Taylor in Hyde Park with a few 100,000 people. Not the Stones' best performance, but not as bad as I remembered it, actually. And here's another one, Stones Voodoo Lounge. This was a great show from the Voodoo Lounge, obviously, and there's your track listing. And this was also released on video, 94 minutes. You could get this on DVD at the time as well. Really cool show. And one more for you. How about Todd Rundgren live in Japan? Really cool Pioneer Artist video. And this was from the Nearly Human tour. Nearly Human was a great Rundgren album. And this is a great set list. There's a song on Nearly Human that's on here that you need to hear if you've never heard it. It's called Parallel Lines. It's one of those, should have been a smash hit single. It is so commercial and so catchy, and you'll thank me. You only need to hear it once. So check out Parallel Lines from Nearly Human, Todd Rundgren, if you never heard that. That is a great, great track. So there you have it, folks. H through R, part 2 of my Laserdisc collection. And again, the idea is to remind you of great musical performances that came out on VHS and Laserdisc and have largely been forgotten. Maybe they're on YouTube to a certain extent. Some of these things, copyrights are lost, so they can't release them anymore. So really good fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. It's Friday night. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to do part 3 maybe Sunday, and we'll finish off this journey through my musical Laserdisc. Thanks again. I'll see you next time, and if you're new, hit subscribe if you like the channel. See you around.